Hey guys, welcome back. I thought today I would do something different. I believe I'm currently in my 2-week wait, so I wanted to do something to kind of get my mind off of that. Now you already know by the title what this video is going to be about. I've seen other people doing it. I've seen one other person doing it a couple weeks ago, and I thought that'd be something that I don't know if I want to really do, because with this type of a video, you get a lot of backlash, I guess you could say, because not everybody believes what you believe. But let's just keep this fun. My answers obviously aren't going to be your answers, or opinions, I should say, but let's get into it. It is the controversial parenting tag. First question is pro-life or pro-choice? This starts out pretty hot and heavy, hey? I absolutely 110% am pro-life. All the way across the board, no matter what circumstance, I'm pro-life. I guess I can't say really a whole lot about the whole incidents where like someone's raped or incest or anything, because I've never been put in that position, so maybe my feelings would change. I don't think so, but I've never been in that predicament, so I really can't say. People that have chose to do an abortion or for whatever reason, that was your choice. Don't hate you for it. Teach their own, but for me, I've always loved babies, and now that I have issues with getting pregnant and stuff, it's just, I can't see in my head terminating a baby, I guess. Number 2 is baby wearing. With my first daughter, I bought a carrier and I used it once, just never used it again. With my second daughter, because I never used it the first time around, I didn't even consider buying another one. If I were to have a third child, I definitely would consider baby wearing, because I'm probably going to need to be a little more hands-free since I already do have 2 smaller children. And how could you go wrong? I mean, who doesn't love to snuggle a baby, right? I mean, so absolutely. Number 3 is circumcision. I haven't really done a whole lot of reading up on the facts and stuff, but I would be for circumcision. No particular reason, but I guess I would say I've heard it's a lot cleaner. I guess I would assume a lot of people in America are circumcised, and I wouldn't want my to-be son teased. I don't know. I guess that's really not the best explanation. I don't really have a reason to do it. People who don't, like I said, that's fine. For me, I would more than likely circumcise my son. Number 4, adoption. Absolutely. I don't even know how this is a controversial question. I can't think of anything that would be bad about adoption. More power to you if you're able to adopt. I give all my love and support to the mothers that decide to choose adoption for their child. That cannot be easy by any means. I can't even imagine. That is not something I would be able to do. One thing I do have to say about adoption is I do feel like a lot more children would be adopted if they made it a little less expensive. I don't think that this should be something that you make money off of. So adoption should be way more accessible financially. Number 5, ear piercing. I have 2 daughters. They don't have their ears pierced. My oldest daughter is 5.5, and she knows that if she wants to get hers pierced, that we will go down and we will get it done. But I just figured if that's something they want to do later in life, that's their choice. For the people that have gotten their baby's ears pierced, I do think it's cute. It's just not for me. Not that early anyways. I want them to have the decision to do it themselves. 6, breast milk or formula. Both of my children were breastfed. My first one was breastfed for 4 months. With PCOS, I don't know if this is why or if it was just me, but I could not, no matter what I did the cookies, all that stuff, could not get my milk. I felt like I wasn't satisfying her. I thought she was always hungry. I don't know if that was because I was a first-time mom and I wasn't really like familiar with breastfeeding, because they would always say, well, if she's pretty sure she's getting enough, but I never felt like she was. So I ended up going to formula at 4 months. With my second daughter, I was like gung-ho on beating that 4 months, and I only made it 3. I ended up getting mastitis. So that was just a really long, like, I didn't want to quit. I had a feeling this would be my last child, and I wish I could have done it longer, but it just wasn't working out. I don't know what it is. So if you can breastfeed, more power to you. That is awesome. If I have a third child, I'm going to do my best to surpass that 4 months. If you decide to formula feed your child right off the get-go, that's fine too. Doesn't make a difference. I do feel like my children are healthier and not as sick as often as some other children because I breastfed. I do think they definitely, I can't think of the word I'm thinking of. They benefited from that. So, number 7, spanking. For me, absolutely not. I was spanked as a child. Didn't feel like it made me behave better. I don't know. It could have just been me, but I'm just not into hitting my kids, I guess. I try to do other things to get them to behave. I just do not, absolutely across the board, do not believe in spanking. That's just me. If you do for your children and it works, great. Number 8 is cry it out. I'm a softie, so I have a really hard time letting my children cry it out. If I know they're fussing just to fuss, then maybe, but I end up picking them up a lot sooner than I probably should, but that's just me. All right, I'm back. Number 9, co-sleeping. This is something that I would absolutely love to do. Who doesn't want to snuggle their children? But I do not. For example, my daughter was sick and I allowed her to sleep in my bed, and that backfired on me. She fell out and broke her collarbone. So I don't do that anymore. I feel like they are going to get addicted to that, and then I would never have my personal space, and that's just not something I want to fight with my children to try and break later on. Don't get me wrong. Like I said, I would love to snuggle my children, but I weigh the pros and cons to it, and it's just not worth it for me. Number 10 is public, homeschool, or private. My daughter is in her first year of school. She's in kindergarten readiness. Obviously, she goes to a public school. I think that's what's best for her. She has... wow, I'm saying a lot, and I'm so sorry. I'm having a hard time thinking here. She's getting a lot more socialization than she would if she was with me at home. I am a stay-at-home mother, and she's always with me, so I feel like she needs to be out and about. And I believe she's getting a lot more education, or better education, than I think I could give her at home. That's just me. Some people are really good at homeschooling their children, and that's just not something I feel like I'm capable of, I guess. 11 is vaccinations. I don't know if they mean... Wait, what am I saying? Never mind. Different question. Vaccinations. Yes, I vaccinate my children. All of them except for the flu. I don't really think they need the flu one. I don't think... I have given it to them, and I don't think it's made a difference in the past, so... and I don't believe in bringing back all of these mumps and measles and stuff. I don't think by vaccinating your children that causes autism or any of that. Obviously, I haven't read too much into it, but I think I would rather have my kids vaccinated than have the mumps and measles and all that stuff. It's worked for how many years? Why change it now? 12, medicating your child. And I don't know if they mean when they're sick or if they have like ADD or something. In the case of like ADD, I don't believe in medicating my child for that. I think there's other ways around that. I myself have ADD, and what worked for me as a child is just having someone be more one-on-one, explaining the homework and stuff a little more in depth. Just changing the way you teach the child, I think, does wonders. I don't feel like they need to be medicated for that. I would say for like being sick and stuff, I don't give my kids medicine unless I really feel like they need it, because I want it to work when they actually need it, because your child can become immune to that. So I want it to work when they're really sick. I give it to them for fevers and stuff when I feel like their fever is really high, but like I said, I don't overdo it. Last but not least is cloth versus disposable diapers. For me, I just don't have the patience to do all the stuff that comes with cloth diapering. I would just rather go with the disposables. It may be lazier, and yes, it does cost a lot more money, but for my personality, I just don't think I'd have the time to clean all the liners and all that stuff. But more power to you if you are able to do that and have the patience to do it, and all of that. I could see the pros to cloth diapering, but for me, I think there would be a lot more cons to doing it. Disposables works just fine for me. So that is it for this. I agree that you probably aren't going to agree with a lot of my answers and stuff, and you don't have to. Everybody parents different. There's not one set of parents that probably agree or parent the exact same way, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So if you don't agree with some of my answers, that's fine. I guess what I'm getting at is let's not start a fight. This was just meant to be maybe to get to know me better, a little bit more of how I like to parent, and just wanted to change up the videos that I do on my channel. I'll try to switch it up a little bit. Feel free to do this yourself. If you do, let me know. I'll go check your video out. And that is it for today. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.